Hi, dear 12. We will learn about application of derivative, rate of change. Today's target is to learn about, not learn, basically how to use derivative as rate of change. How to use derivative as rate of change. That is the target today, okay? Derivative as rate of change. We know by definition that derivative is rate of change of a function with respect to variable. If I write here d dx, this is derivative with respect to x of function or dependent variable y. So this ddx is basically rate of change of y with respect to x. Right for here. This is rate of change of function or variable y with respect to another variable x. By using this concept, we can solve question number 10, page number 233. I need to make a diagram because we don't have electronic copy of this book right now. Okay, I sketch the diagram here. We are given a cube of radius 10 centimeter. Question number 10, page number 233. We are given a cone of radius 10 centimeter and height 30 centimeter. So it is something like this. We are given a cone like this. Radius of this cone is 10 centimeter and the height of this cone is from here till the vertex. This height is 30 centimeter. Now the question is, a question. The diagram shows a right circular cone with radius 10 centimeter and height 30 centimeter. Here, the cone is initially completely filled with the water. Initially, at the start, there was the water up till the top. There was the water up till the top. It was fully filled with the water. Okay. Then water leaks out of the cone through a small hole at the vertex. There is a hole at this vertex. From this hole, water starts leaking. Okay. The leakage rate is 4 centimeter cube per second. So this is rate of change of the volume, right? Basically, leakage is right here. Leakage. When I call leakage, that means there is reduction in the volume, right? So volume is reducing. So you can say that this is basically rate of change. Rate of leakage is 4 centimeter cube per second. So this is nothing but derivative with respect to time of the volume. This is 4 centimeter cube per second. 4 centimeter cube per second. I call this as minus sign because volume is reducing, right? Okay. So he said that, show that the A part, the first part of this question, we have to show that the volume of the water in the cone V cubic centimeter when the height of the water is h centimeter. When the height reduced to h centimeter here, somewhere, when this height reduced to h centimeter, at that time, volume is given by that formula. We have to prove this thing. We have to prove volume when the height reduced to h centimeter, right, because of leakage, the volume is given by 5 times h cube divided by 47. So we have to prove this thing. This is the first part. Let's focus first part, then we talk about the second part, okay, A part. Now, what do you think we should do? Any idea? Any suggestion? Now it's a question of volume scale factor versus scale factor. It's nothing connected to derivative, it is IGCSE. So reduced volume when the level H divided by actual volume, initial volume when the level was 30 centimeter, actual height of the cone is equal to cube of the scale factor. So we have learned that volume scale factor is equal to scale factor cube, right? Volume scale factor means volume of reduced versus volume of original. What is the reduced volume? This is B. What was the actual volume when the height was 30? Means what is the volume of the cone? What formula for the volume of the cone? That volume of a cone is 1 by 3 pi r square. Radius is 10 squared times height. At that time height was 30, right? Times 30. So what I'm doing, reduced volume, the volume of this level H divided by the initial volume is equal to scale factor. Now in scale factor, I will take reduced height because I take reduced volume up. I take reduced height here, which is H, divided by original height because I take original volume down. Original height was 30. Cube of that. Why cube? Because scale factor cube is volume scale factor. Noon, okay? BB? After that, nothing, just calculation. Let's do. So this is basically 3000, right? There is a 3 also. I cancel this 3 here. It becomes 10 times 10 square, right? So volume is equal to H cube divided by 30 cube. What is 30 cube? Pan. What is 30 cube equal to? 30 cube is 27,000 means 27,000, right? Times this pi times 10 square into 10. 10 square into 10 is 1000 pi. It's going to go that side, multiply it. So this is 1000 pi. Cancellation. 3 zeros cancelled. We get here volume is equal to pi h cube divide by 27. So this was the thing he was asking about, isn't it? Okay, I'm zooming out to see. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Now see, we have been asked to prove that reduced volume up till height h is V equals pi h cube by 27. We have done it by using one concept of volume scale factor with scale factor. This one. Is that clear? Any doubt in A part, you can ask me now. Otherwise, on this side, I will try to solve B part. Okay? So let's solve for B part in this side. What is asking B part? What he is asking in B part? Let's read the question again. In the B part, is asking about find the rate of change of H when H is 20. See guys, this H is reducing because of leakage. Time to time, this H is reducing, right? He's asking rate of change of H means rate of reduction of H with time. So he's asking to find dH dt, rate of change of reducing height, right, with time. He's asking for this thing dh dt when h is 20. So rate of change of height, I put here question mark, means we have to find this thing. Rate of change of height with time when the height is 20, when height reduced to 20, when height become 20 centimeter, from 30 it reduces till 20 centimeter. Is that okay? Now what should I do? Any suggestion? What should we do? Any idea? We are given this formula in a part, that volume is given by this formula. So I write for you again here, V is pi times h cubed by 27. From this formula, how should I proceed? Move on. Tada. Take h as a subject. That is one way, a bit harder. Any other way? Not, it's not wrong. Compound, this is correct. You can change h as subject, but you will change to cube root. Then finding derivative of cube root will be a bit harder for you guys. It's not impossible, but harder. There is one other way. Do we know dv dt?
Yes.
We have v here, we have h here. What should we do? Take derivative with respect to t. If we take derivative with respect to t, we can find, or from here you find derivative with respect to h. Okay, in simple words, if I assume this as a function, say this v is a function and h is a variable. From this equation, if I ask you to find derivative, what will you find? dv. Simple, right? From this equation, taking v as dependent variable or function and h as variable, we can find derivative of function with respect to variable. So from this equation, we just can find dv dh. Find it. Let's find dv dh, derivative of volume function with respect to variable h is, help me guys, power rule, these are constant, will be unaffected. Keep them likewise. So pi by 27 is the coefficient unchanged. What is derivative of h cube, Rabbi? With respect to h? 3h square. Perfect. I write here 3h square. Yes, perfect, right? I have find dh dt. I have dv dh. I have dv dt. Can you find some connectivity? How we can find dh dt from here? Yes, please, Vina.
This time dh dt equals that. It's like
This times dh dt will be
That.
dv dt. That's called as chain rule. Perfect, man. I really appreciate. So he's talking about chain rule. So don't worry, I'll explain you in detail over here. Don't worry about that, okay? So what Winner is telling is, he said that we have three kinds of derivative: dv dt, dv dh, dh dt. If you multiply dh dt and dv dh, dh dh seems to be cancel out. We're left with dv dt, which is this one. So that's called chain rule. So right here, by chain rule, dv dt is equal to dv dh times dh dt. Clear? Clear? So now we are given all these things now. dv dt is -4. I plug in here -4. dv dh we have find out pi by 27 into 3. We are given h as 20 centimeter, right? We are going to plug in here h equal to 20, right? 20 square times dh dt. So from here we have to find only dh dt. Because volume was reducing, dv dt was negative. When volume is reducing, height is also reducing. So dh dt also must be negative, and it will be negative. You will see. So what is dh dt? Move it a bit for the calculation. Yes, students. So what should be dh dt now? In simple words, dh dt is nothing but -4 divided by this pi by 27 times 3 into 20 square, isn't it? Now you can use your calculator to give me an answer. What is dh dt? -0.03. So this is -0.03 centimeter per second. So should I put in the box? See guys, again here. So dh dt is -0.03 centimeter per second, and you are given here dv dt as -4 centimeter cube per second, and we found out reducing volume as pi h cube by 27. So if I zoom out to see all things together, it is something like this. Okay, so we were given the leakage volume -4 centimeter cube per second. From there, we go to A part and prove that reducing volume is pi times h cube height cube by 27. We done that one. Then by using chain rule, we were given here to find dh dt, rate of change of height with time. We find first dv dh, rate of change of volume with respect to height. Then we are suggested to apply chain rule. By applying chain rule, dv dt is dv dh into dh dt. From here, we find out dh dt as -0.03 centimeter per second. Is it clear? Thank you.